In this video, I'll talk about PICA, or ingesting non-food items behavior in children with autism. I'll describe characteristics of the behavior and provide you with 9 possible strategies to help you manage this behavior. Ingesting non-food items, known as PICA, is a behavior characterized by the persistent consumption of substances that lack nutritional values, such as dirt, paper, cloth, chalk, hair, or other non-food items. PICA can occur in various populations, but it is relatively common in children with autism spectrum disorder. Here are some examples of ingesting items, or PICA, in children with autism. A child with autism may constantly chew on objects like toys, clothing, or pencils to satisfy their sensory needs. A non-verbal child with autism may start ingesting items as a reaction to a change in routine or when feeling overwhelmed. A child with autism may start chewing on their clothing or hair when they encounter a new and overwhelming situation. A child with autism may mistakenly ingest non-food items like crayons or Play-Doh, thinking they are eatable. A child with autism may repeatedly eat small pieces of paper or string. A child with autism may eat sand at the playground due to sensory input it provides. A child with autism who is iron deficient may crave and ingest non-food items like ice or clay, a condition known as PICA syndrome. Managing PICA, or ingesting non-food items, in children with autism require a multi-phased approach that involves understanding the underlying causes and addressing them through behavioral, environmental, and medical interventions. Here are some general strategies to manage PICA in children with autism. First, create a safe environment. Minimize the child's access to non-food items by removing or securing potentially harmful objects. Ensure that the child's living space and play areas are free from any objects they may be tempted to eat. Second, provide appropriate sensory alternative. Some children with autism engage in PICA behavior due to sensory seeking. Offer appropriate sensory alternatives such as chewable toys, fidgets, or other tactile objects to meet their sensory needs in a safe manner. Third, address nutritional deficiencies. Work with a dietitian to ensure that the child's nutritional needs are being met. Sometimes PICA behavior can be related to deficiencies in certain nutrients. A balanced diet and the use of appropriate supplements, if necessary, can help reduce the desire to eat non-food items. Fourth, social stories and visual aids. Use social stories and visual schedules to help the child understand what is acceptable to eat and what is not. These tools can assist in teaching appropriate behavior and consequences. For example, create a food chart with acceptable versus unacceptable foods. Prepare a chart with 2 columns labeled acceptable foods and unacceptable foods. Use images or symbols to represent each food item under the corresponding category. You can also add a happy face next to acceptable foods and a sad face next to unacceptable foods for clarity. Or use a traffic light system. Utilize a traffic light color coding system. Use a green circle for acceptable foods, a yellow circle for foods that should be consumed in moderation, and a red circle for unacceptable foods. Make a poster or laminated cards to easy reference. Fifth, redirect and distract. When you notice a child displaying PICA behavior, gently redirect their attention to a more appropriate activity or object. Providing a distractor can help shift their focus away from the non-food item. For example, if you notice the child is reaching for a piece of paper, redirect the child by presenting the child's favorite toy, a car or a train, whatever is the case. 6. Provide proper supervision. Keep a close eye on the child to prevent them from engaging in PICA behavior and intervene if necessary. Close supervision will also allow you to identify triggers and patterns in their behavior. 7. Address anxiety and stress. PICA behavior may be exacerbated by anxiety or stress. Implement strategies to help the child cope with anxiety, such as relaxation techniques, deep breathing exercises, or sensory breaks. For example, you can use a sensory choice board and present the child with a diversity of sensory activities that the child can pick from and engage in. 8. Use functional communication training. Teaching the child alternative ways to communicate their needs and desires can help reduce frustration and instances of PICA. For example, you can teach the child to request food, water, or a chewy through picture communication, verbally, or sign language. 9. And last, consult a healthcare professional. Before implementing any strategies, it is crucial to consult with a pediatrician, developmental specialist, or a healthcare professional who is experienced in autism and PICA. They can help identify any underlying medical issues, deficits, or sensory processing difficulties that may contribute to PICA. Collaborate with all relevant caregivers, teachers, therapists, and healthcare professionals in managing PICA. Consistent approaches across different settings can help reinforce appropriate behaviors and reduce PICA incidents. It is important to recognize and address PICA in children with autism promptly, as ingesting non-food items can lead to serious health risks such as choking, intestinal blockages, poisoning, and infections. If you're concerned about a child's behavior of ingesting non-food items, it's crucial to seek professional help from pediatrician, behavior analyst, or psychologist experienced in working with individuals with autism. As I always say, each child is unique, and the effectiveness of these methods may vary. It is essential to tailor the approach to meet the individual needs of the child with autism. Regularly evaluate progress and be patient as changes take time. I hope this video provided you with some general strategies that could help you manage PICA behavior. If you have any questions, make sure you type them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.